Hello, Mike's here. It's time for After Shower Inspiration Talk Show. Ta-da! Let's start it. Cheers. This is where I share my inspiration, ideas, thoughts, something I think about in the shower, right after shower, because our mind is free when we're doing something else but thinking, and then we can get inspiration and idea when we let the mind wander, not focus on thinking. Get out of the shower and talk about what I thought about in the shower. And tonight, it's Sunday, so I took a bath, and learning from the last bath time, I said I thought about what to talk about and it was a mistake. So this time, I try not to think. I close my eyes after I got in the tub and try not to think. Just breathe deeply and listen to my breath. But it didn't last so long. As soon as maybe I empty my brain, I started filling it with some thoughts. I just finished posting videos about my simple 3-step creative process of think to share. If you haven't seen them yet, please check them out. I break down the process into 3 steps about each process with some details from my experience in learning, as well as tips and exercises. I was thinking that I used to be really heavy on thinking, and I really enjoy thinking. Out of 3 steps, probably for myself, I enjoy thinking the most, although I enjoy making too, and sharing is kind of highlight of doing anything. But talk about this in the videos also. I knew that it was very important to take action. If the ideas are just ideas, no one can see them. It's just kind of heavy inside of me that creates frustration, mental heaviness to myself. So after I learned how to let it go and trust the process and be open to the unexpected, it became so much easier for me to take action for whatever, not just my art making, but also action in my everyday life. So not only do I enjoy thinking, I actually enjoy doing today, and I became good at doing no matter what. Make my ideas into reality so that I can share it with other people and learn from it as well. Sharing is something I always enjoy as an experience, but sharing of my art, my thoughts, my opinions, it's always difficult because you think about the other side. You might get rejected, you might create some arguments, conflicts and things. You might create separation between you and others. So sharing is, as much as it's enjoyable, it's also a little tricky and scary to do, especially what you share is something important and deep inside of yourself. That part also became easier as I learned perspective of sharing. It's not to present myself in a certain way. It's a way of communication. It can help other people by sharing. You may not know if something you share helped them. It's like education. I call myself an artist, but I've been in education. We provide learning opportunity, and I hope that students learn something from me and my class. Yeah, I can see some learnings, but really what they were able to learn doesn't always come out. It's embedded in the student's life, hopefully, but we may not know as educators. others. And from the experience, once I put my mind in the way of thinking, my sharing of what I do, what I think with more people, there might be a chance for someone to get something out of my sharing. At least made me feel easier to share what's really important, valuable, and deep. I got a little beer. I enjoy drinking and talking. It's definitely something I grew up doing. That's related to the next part of the talk. I got a comment about this whole concept of sharing my thoughts and inspiration ideas after shower, and Ed said, and the author he loves also said about shower time as a time for the mind to finally get a chance to get bored. So creates more room to fill. And I think about boredom kind of a lot because I live in the Monterey Bay area, and some of you might know it's a very tourist area. It's beautiful in terms of the bay and nature. So there are a lot of things to do outside in nature here, and there are a lot of people from all over the world come see the view, do things. It's a vacation place. Yeah, as a person growing up in a somewhat big city and enjoyed the life in the city, this place is pretty boring in terms of socializing, meeting with different people. Although I have created multiple community-based interactive events here in Monterey at Playful Ground, my art studio, I get bored pretty easily. And also I like more activities that are indoors than outdoors. As much as I appreciate nature and care for it, I don't necessarily do a lot of things outside. I take a walk, but it's very casual walk. That's pretty much it. It's my exercise every day. Things that I enjoy are reading, making things in my studio, and having conversations with people over maybe meals and drinks, which is hard to do these days because of the outbreak of COVID. Also, I'm trying not to drink too much. When I have people over, I drink too much because I enjoy it very much. So anyway, the boredom is, yes, I've been thinking a lot, especially after the outbreak of COVID, because when the shelter in place happened, we were locked inside of our place. We couldn't go anywhere, see anyone pretty much, and there was a lot of boredom. Although I kind of enjoyed staying home, doing things inside, then I started playing with these colorful fishes I called Happy Monterey sardines. Me playing with them and making videos, sharing them on YouTube. That's how I started my YouTube pretty much. There were a few other videos here and there before that, but really starting to use YouTube as a platform to share inspiration, positivity, and hope. So using YouTube to share my activities kind of happened by accident due to the outbreak of COVID, and play and playfulness were something that I wanted to visualize and share, and everything became online after the shelter in place. But now I see this as an opportunity to make my childhood dream come true. I talked about this in, I think, in that first After Shower Inspiration talk show, where I went over a quick history of myself. My purpose of studying English wish was to make friends all over the world, and that dream is still in progress. This virtual world, YouTube as well as other social media and things, made easier for the dream to come true, yet it's still hard for me to connect myself to other people. But I'm not gonna give up, so I keep sharing my videos here. But this is the idea I thought about in that shower or bath tonight, is that I wanted to create a community. This community, I'm imagining it as a free place you can express things or to express in your everyday life. And what I can offer is my open-mindedness, listening, and kindness, and willing to understand who you are without judgment, without opinions, nothing else but you can be who you are. Others can be who they are, and pretty much it's the community for you to be who you are. Talk about what you have in your head, in your heart, in your mind that are hard to get out in your normal life. But here you can do it because the community offers just listening and understanding without any blocks. So I wonder if you will be interested in. So please let me know if you are in the comment below. I would love to know also if you have any ideas that can be added to my initial idea. Let's brainstorm. If you want to know when I do it, you can go to my website www.playfulgrand.com and put yourself in that mailing list, and or you can follow me on the Instagram at playfulgrand, and or you can contact me in any way. My email is hello@playfulgrand.com. You can comment here. Please stay in touch and let me know if you will be interested in being a part of the community or being a part of the community building. That was the idea I had during the tub tonight. For my next video, I plan to talk about this. I don't know if you can see my maybe light is too bright, but it says creativity is you. So in the next video, I will focus on your qualities for creativity, your creative self. I hope to learn more about you. Hopefully we can become friends so that I can say I have friends all over the world. I don't know where you are watching this from, but happy September, happy fall, and I will see you very soon. Bye.